Hello and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and Civilization V, Brave New World. Okay, so we conquered the city of Venice, but alas, the Venetian Empire did not fall. That makes me a little sad. So, I'm not sure what to do at this point. I'm probably going to send my caravel on a hunt for a bunch of trade ships and see if I can pillage the crud out of Venice, because he's got a lot of trade routes, I have no doubt. I'm going to bombard Geneva a little bit, see if I can't take them down. Maybe conquer them. I haven't really decided. I really could do that. I've got plenty of happiness, so it wouldn't even be a big deal. And the only reason I'm considering getting Geneva is, first off, I don't want Venice right next to my borders. Second, I wouldn't mind having a straight land route so that I could create, let's say, a railroad across the north and south of this continent. Also be putting myself in a position where I could just annihilate Portugal anytime that I think their votes in the World Congress are going to be a problem for me. But we'll see. The only reason I would think of not doing Geneva is because I don't necessarily need it. It doesn't have any new resources for me, pearls and whatever else. I mean, the coal is nice. 7 coal would be good. I wouldn't mind taking that away from Venice and maybe even trading it if I need to, but it's not a big deal. This Norwegian ski infantry is just sort of sitting around waiting because he thinks that it's a very good possibility that he's going to get to see some action and conquer a city all on his lonesome. And reality is there's actually a very good chance that that's exactly what's going to happen. Let's let these artillery just rest up for a little bit. I'm going to let this worker... I'll let the worker start heading down here. And let's get... I could murder their last musketman. And I think I will. So let's do that. Bam. You really need to back the freaking heck up. And I'm going to get cover, because I think that's a really good promotion to have for your melee units that actually can be doing some conquering. Do I want to... I cannot destroy your trade routes with an artillery. I was hoping I could sink the ship, but I cannot. That's okay. What do I want to do with these artillery? I don't know. I could remove Portugal from the game. Let's just head them in that direction as if that's what I'm going to do. Just for the sake of argument, let's pretend that that's exactly what I'm going to do. And there we go. These guys are diligently working at expanding my infrastructure toward railroads, which is great. Persia just adopted freedom, which basically means that they have decided to become my permanent rivals. I amazingly have a city connection between Venice and Copenhagen. And that's because I have harbors, apparently. What do I have in Venice? A lot. Brandenburg Gate, the Forbidden Palace, the Great Library, the Taj Mahal, the Terracotta Army, and a few buildings. I also did manage to conquer the Holy City of Rome, of Catholicism, sorry. So, that's interesting. That does give me a slight perk. Not necessarily in the form of stats, but mainly I just control the Holy City of Catholicism. There's nothing really wrong with that. Okay. Should I start annexing cities? Yes, I should. Wouldn't mind. Not in a massive rush to do so, but it would be good. Oh my gosh, everybody heal up. This is where the game starts getting really tedious for me. I'm just going to threaten Persia. I'm going to threaten everybody. The Huns are the only ones who are okay. I don't want open borders with you. It's not useful, so I'm going to propose... Yeah, in fact, the Huns are friendly with me, amazingly. Whoa, there's the antiquity sites. Hello. Many, many antiquity sites discovered. I can go on a crazy artifact binge if I so desire, apparently, because I have a lot.
Save the family.
A lot of them. Woof. Okay. It looks like the Huns just declared war on Persia. I am hoping that they are going to be able to do some damage there. So let's start bombing Geneva a little bit. And we'll just sort of wear them down. In fact, let's actually go ahead and send... Oh, you have a settler, do you? I don't recommend it. If you try, I will murder you. Let's just make that abundantly clear. Mr. Portugal, if you send that anywhere, I will kill you. This Galleus is actually going to do some damage to my artillery, but I think that my artillery can probably kill it first. So, let's actually try to sink the darn thing. An election was rigged. Golden Age has dawned because people are thrilled with me. Killed a Hunnic spy. Finally. Keep an eye on this guy. Don't let him go nowhere. I don't want to deal with him. Bomb you. Worker actually should probably back up. It occurs to me that He's traveling through enemy territory when there's a Venetian galleass nearby. Apparently, Venice must have like open borders with Portugal because they're allowed to sit there for some reason. I have another great engineer that I have no idea what to do with. So let's just let my infantry kind of box in this stupid settler. Where he's thinking of going, I don't know. But I know I ain't having it, that's for sure. You're going nowhere until I say you're going somewhere. You want to get a peace treaty. I will make peace with all your guys. You will give me La Venta. Okay. No. Can I say instead? No. Okay. See, I can't. He cannot give me Geneva. Geneva has decided to become the capital of the Venetian Empire. So I'm going to hold on to this as a possibility later. La Venta's not a bad city. I could take it. But I forgive you because you're a friend. I'm going to take Geneva anyway, again, because I want this consistent land route. I do not want to have to worry about that. So, who are we going to trade with? Why, our good friend Kabul, of course. And you, I could pillage it, but then I would well, that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Would it work? Yeah. I was going to say, if I could pillage the road, it would, first off, it would break the city connection, but two, it would heal me, and yeah, I was going to say, like, if I broke my roads, then I would lose my city connection. But no, I think it's actually done by harbor. I don't think that the roads coming through here matter. So, let's pillage and destroy and get another artillery up here because I need to. It's, this galleass is proving to be a little bit more of a problem than I thought it would be. Let's actually go ahead and repair and continue to bomb Geneva. I want to get the second artillery up there to start doing some damage, and I could do that, but either way. Alright, a barracks, because I don't have that there for some reason. Let's continue to send up some ski infantry so your poor settler has nowhere to go. Poor guy just wants to found a town, but I'm not going to let him, because I hate him. He probably wants to settle right next to the Beringer crater, doesn't he? Yeah, you probably do, don't you? You probably do. It's not going to work, though. Send the ski infantry up north a little bit. There we go. Continue with what I'm doing. Do I want to get close to Geneva? No. The thing is, Geneva is actually extremely defensible. It's got one little choke point right here, which is interesting. Geneva also has a lot of health, which means one artillery is having a really hard time taking this down. So I'm actually going to go ahead and move this way, because I have really no reason not to continue to embark to move around as much as I need to. So I'm going to do exactly that. Let's get the Opera House. Let's send my caravel further. There's some barbarians, for some reason. Hi. Hi, barbarians. Little barbar. What you're doing in this day and age? I don't know, but all the same. Howdy do. Howdy do, neighbor. Okay. I'm going to let you sit tight and just continue to bomb Geneva. And get closer. You... Oh, somehow the Venetian galleass is healing. He must have gotten a promotion, which is good for him, but unfortunate for me. Send the artillery this direction. Okay. World Congress, cultural heritage sites. Each world wonder produces additional culture. Yes, I am good with that. No, stop banning my luxuries. Now, the reason I'm okay with the cultural heritage sites is I'm not going for a cultural victory. So... whereas if I was going for a cultural victory, I do not want other civilizations to generate more culture, because if they do so, then they can resist me. But because I'm not going for that, then I want to generate as much culture as possible so no one can get influential over me, if that makes any sense. Maybe that was a convoluted way to say it, but you know what? I say what I mean, and I mean what I say, and that is all that I say. Let's get an archaeologist in place and send my caravel further along. Set up and bombard the galleass. I want that guy out. He's he's a thorn in my side, and I don't like him. He's bombarding my ski infantry. Good God, is nothing sacred anymore. We're just going to continue to bombard my ski infantry. They're just out for a vacation, man. Leave them alone. Don't do it. All right, we'll bombard that. Looks like they did manage to ban the whales. Of course they did, because these guys have decided they want to just outright ban everything fun. So, whatever. Scholars and regiments will not be helpful to me. Standing army tax will not be helpful to me. Banning luxuries, no. Embargo, maybe? World Fair. Could be good. Could be good. World religion wouldn't do me any favors. No one would like it. Historical landmarks, not helpful to me. World Fair wouldn't be bad. I could also try to repeal some of these things. But I don't know how much good that would do at this point. I'm thinking World Fair. It's a fairly non-controversial choice. People don't tend to get angry at me when I do that, so I don't mind. Let's bombard the Galleus again. One more shot should take you down. And then I can actually position myself to stop bombing Geneva. Again, no Geneva Convention for you, I'll tell you what. Ugh. My poor infantry. Oh no. Seriously, there's nothing wrong with skiing. I don't know what Venice has against skiers, but knock it off. Knock it off. They don't deserve your hatred, your bile and venom. Stop doing it. All right, Geneva's going to start falling pretty quickly now that we have two artillery on it. We also have oil located outside Venice, Copenhagen, Braga, and KP. Well, that's downright convenient. Okay, fortunate for me. I could get refrigeration, and that will let me get the offshore platforms outside Copenhagen. Not a bad idea. Alternatively, combustion, land ships, stuff like that. I'm thinking radio, though, for the extra cultural generation, because I do love culture in this game. And you know what? It's kind of like getting talent builds in World of Warcraft, you know, just kind of going through the min-maxing and theory crafting of the proper talent trees and stuff like that. It's the same sort of concept for me. I get some sort of sick thrill from it. And as a result, I love anything that's kind of a talent system in these sort of games. In which case, the social policies. Pretty similar. All right. Where are you sending that, Portugal? Portugal? What you gonna do? What you doing with that? Bomb Geneva. We got a great general that I don't need. Hooray for Pooh Bear. Set an alert. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop and be ready to go to murder Portugal, if I so desire. Okay, what can we get as a level 3 tenant? I can get free courthouse on city capture, and my internal trade routes are better. I can also finish my spaceship parts with great engineers. And I get a free great engineer and great scientist. Actually, could I... Ooh, do I want to go for a space victory now? That actually isn't bad. I've got... I do have 2 engineers. I'm going to get Iron Curtain for now, because I know I'm going to be conquering cities. But that's actually interesting. I have 2 great engineers I'm not using. I would get a 3rd one and a great scientist. The only reason I'm not doing it now, and I know that I have plenty of time to get to it later, is because there are so many techs to go before I can do any of that. So at this stage in the game, while the great scientist would be useful, I'd have to sit tight and not do anything with great engineers for pretty much the entire game. And that's just boring, isn't it? So let's not do that. Okay, we'll put you on alert, and we'll move on to the next turn. Nope, we will not. We are going to explore with my caravel and see if we can't find any more trade routes to sack. There's one! My empire, an attack on Malacca. Very well, I won't let this create a divide. If I do that, I will revoke my pledge and I will lose 20 influence. I don't want to upset the Huns far more than I don't want to upset Malacca, so... Malacca will survive. Malacca will get over it. Is he still at war with Malacca? I don't freaking know. Artillery. Cover against ranged attacks, I guess. So no one can beat up my poor artillery. Move over here. Archaeologists, go and get that antiquity site just for a little extra stuff. Let's get a museum in position. Oh, Indiana Jones, you would be so happy with me. Or Harrison Jones, if you are a big fan of World of Warcraft, as I used to be. Not as much anymore. Game absorbed my entire life. I would not have a life right now if I were still playing that game. I would not be getting married if I were still playing that game. Let's go conquer Geneva. Ooh, that was not close enough. Let's get closer with 2 units so that I guarantee he has too many targets to bombard. Not that he should be able to kill my Norwegian infantry with 1 shot, but still. All the same. Let's make sure that this doesn't come back to bite us later. Caravel, where's... There it is. Nope, that's not enough. Okay, well, we'll catch up to that trade route later. Create a puppet. Bam. Now that we have that... Actually, I could have just annexed the city directly, couldn't I? Because I have a courthouse. Oh, I'm an idiot. That probably would have worked. Let's get medic, because I think that's a very powerful promotion if you have a lot of units getting it. View the city. Do I have a courthouse? Interesting. I do not. So if I puppet it, that doesn't work. Let's annex the city. Yup. Oh, wait. It's probably because it hasn't gone through its resistance phase yet. Well, now I'm going to have to deal with 7 less happiness for a while, but it doesn't matter. I've already got my golden age, so I should be okay. Let's get a garden. I should have gotten that a long time ago, probably, for the extra great people generation. 25% boost. It's very helpful to have that. Speaking of which, I wonder what other great people I've got heading my way. I should probably declare peace with Venice. I know when I'm staring defeat in my face. Have you come to discuss terms? I has, in fact, come to discuss terms. I would like... Do I want Bratislava or Leventa? Leventa's closer. Bratislava's better. I'm going to go with Leventa. You will give me Leventa. And there we go. We are no longer at war. I'm going to create a puppet at Leventa. Oh, look at that. A merchant of Venice. You hopefully are not looking to take another city. He probably is. If I had known that, I wouldn't have declared peace. But, oh well. Okay. Leventa. You're in a surprising landlocked position where you cannot have a city connection with anyone. I really wish I could bring this back as a city-state, but it doesn't give me that option. I suspect primarily because it, like, no longer counts as that. Oh, I should have taken your cargo ship, too. Gosh darn, I'm an idiot. I did not think that one through. I rushed ahead. I rushed ahead, and this is what happens when you rush. Okay. Well, either way, had I known, I probably would have killed the Merchant of Venice first so that he can't take, I don't know, say, Colombo. But he's probably going to try to do that. Yeah, it's heading north. I'm betting he's going for it. I'm betting he is. Dang it. Dang it, dang it. Does that mean I want to start focusing a lot of money toward Colombo right now? Yes, and there's a couple reasons for that. First off, I want to get Colombo out of Venice's hands. I want it to be mine. Its proximity is good for me to actually have that as an ally. 2, it's mercantile. It has jewelry, something I can't have otherwise, and I could use the extra happiness. So, let's spend some money and take Colombo for my own. Bam. Can Venice steal that out from under my nose? Maybe. I don't know how that works exactly. It's been long enough that I've played that I've forgotten some of the rules, and also, Venice is just a tricky enough civ that you legitimately can just not understand how it works. Okay, I'm going to get this artillery in position over here. General down this way. We're going to try to eliminate Portugal. One before Germany adopted freedom as well. That's fine. Stole archaeology. Gosh dang it, where are you stealing these things? I've got a spy in Copenhagen, plus a police station. You should not be having an easy time doing this. Anyway, I want to eliminate Portugal for the 2 votes in the World Congress, plus I see a settler going around, and I don't want to make this more complicated later. So I'm going to get some police stations, because I'm having a really hard time getting these gosh darn spies out of my hair. Also, you know what, the other reason to take on Portugal is I've got a lot of units just sitting around idly doing nothing, so let's do it. Declare war, yep, and let's get a ski infantry in sight of the city. And bombard. And bombard. And conquer. Nope, can't do that yet. Next turn. Next turn, I get to take you. Will that eliminate her, or has she managed to hide another city somewhere? Probably. Nope, she is gone.
Conheço deste conflito. Terei de consultar o meu regente.
Your hair is stupid, lady, and you got weird beads going through it and all that other stuff. I will not treat your people with respect. They will be my Danish Viking slaves for all of eternity. Enjoy them apples. Alright. Johann Sebastian Bach. I know it's not pronounced that way. Don't crucify me. The Brandenburg Concertos. Concerto 3 in G major. I think I've actually heard that song before. It's been a long time since I played that stuff, though. Alright, Portugal's out of the game. The continent is looking very thoroughly mine. How's the World Congress looking? 6 votes for me, 6 votes for Persia. Okay. You want to enact a world religion. I think it's pretty safe to say that most people are going to downvote that, so no, that's not going to happen. But I do want to get at least one more city-state to my position before the next election occurs, so I should do that. And if I take it away from Persia, all the better, but that doesn't seem to be how... It's not easy to do. Malacca, you are mine. There we go. See, World Congress. Oh, how the tables have turned. 7-5. If I can maintain this, then in theory, when the next election comes around, I will elect myself to be the leader and get an extra 2 votes. It'll be a 9-vote lead for me, and I will use that to my advantage in order to push for, I don't know, say world religions and embargoes on people I don't like. I will abuse my power like it ain't nobody's business, because that's just the kind of person I am. Once you give me power, I just abuse it for my own benefit like crazy. Do not elect me into office is all I gotta say. Do not elect me into office in real life. Haha. No, seriously, I do intend on running for office someday. Please do not take this very literally. Alright, well I think this has been enough for one video. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Pravus. If you're enjoying this, of course, hit that like button. I always ask for it, but not everyone does it. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference for small channels. Also, be sure to click on the videos, annotations after this video, so that you can see other content that I have made. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.